We begin tonight with a look at the continuing protests in Fort Wayne regarding the Black Lives Matter movement. Thank you for being with us tonight. I'm Linda Jackson.
And I'm Tom Powell. As Fort Wayne's NBC reporter Corinne Rose explains tonight, out of the initial protests more than 2 weeks ago, several groups have formed, all with the same goal, but with different ideas of how to accomplish that.
Obviously, the problem is police brutality. The problem is, the community and the police department, but it's like you said, the execution seems to be just a little different.
Deja Lattimore says protesters in the Black Lives Matter movement all want changes in policing, including things like banning chokeholds and implementing a duty to intervene. But she says after the unity walk with the mayor and police chief, when she says protesters apologized for being tear gassed and hit with rubber bullets and city leaders didn't apologize, she and others formed FIRM, an acronym for Fighting Injustice and Racial Matters. It's an organization she says is strongly against any violence.
We're not down with destroying property. We're not down with putting anyone in danger. So we make sure that whatever we go towards, we have a specific strategy, and we did our homework on exactly how we want to go about doing that.
While protests on the courthouse green have been relatively peaceful for the past 2 weeks, Sunday's demonstrations, organized by another group called Changemakers Fort Wayne, devolved into crowds blocking Clinton Street, putting up barriers to traffic that police had to remove, and ending in a half-dozen arrests. We spoke with some leaders of that group Sunday before all that happened.
This is my generation that got to make noise, and I hope they just listen to me and listen to us, but if they want to act rowdy, they got to.
Changemakers Fort Wayne is now circulating a list of 4 demands, including dropping charges for nonviolent protesters, banning chokeholds, and committing to implementing a civilian review board, adding that if those demands aren't met by Wednesday, the group will escalate their disobedience. Lattimore doesn't agree with that tactic.
It really sucks the way it turned out. It sucks that, it turned violent and it turned into people getting arrested again, and it turned into rubber bullets and all that. I really hate that has to be the result of it, because that kind of takes away from the main point that we're trying to make.
We reached out to Changemakers Fort Wayne to ask what escalating their disobedience might entail, but didn't get a response by news time. Corinne Rose, Fort Wayne's NBC.
All right, Corinne, thank you.